Oh, hey, how y'all doing? So you want to go fishing on the St. Johns River and you want to know what you need to go fishing. Well, first of all, you need a boat. But, I mean, you don't have to have this boat, but you can have another boat. And then you're going to need some minor things. And you can put all this in a small toolbox, which I got from Harbor Freight Tools. It's just a small toolbox about this big, and you just it's not very big. It's not very big, and it has a tray. But what you want to know is, what are the fish biting on? I'm going to show you. Now, I got a lot of things here on the table I'm going to show you in a minute. But let's see. Well, some other things you're going to need in case you do hook one and it gets down there where you can't get it. You're going to need some needle nose pliers. You can get these at Harbor Freight Tool too. Very cheap, cheaper than the other stores. You're going to need a pocket knife of some kind, because you never know what you're going to get into. And I'm going to show you one thing in just a minute. You need some fishing clippers. This has it has clippers to cut line and stuff with. It has a knife and a punch and a hook and stuff like that. Just an all-around thing. And then it's got this little thing right here you can push on the hook and get it loose. It's a pretty neat little tool. You can pick those up at Walmart or Bass Pro Shop. And then if you have something go wrong with your fishing rod or reel, you're going to need something like a Phillips head and a flathead screwdriver, just in case you need to work on something. So now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I usually take 2 poles. I have one rigged up for small fish and one rigged up for bass. So for the bass, this last trip, we tried a lot of different things. I tried this, and I'm going to show you some pictures in a few minutes of the fish we caught. I thought being the water was dark and stuff, I would use this and they would be able to see it. And hey, I get some fish. But believe it or not, they would not bite on this yesterday. They would not hit. I got maybe a couple of hits, and I think it was small fish, because there's not even any teeth marks on it or any any damage to it. So I'll keep it and use it again. One of my favorite things is this little diver here. And until yesterday, I've never went out fishing and not caught something with this. But they weren't interested in this either. They just were not interested. Okay, this little jig right here, I mean, you just take that. This is not, they normally come like this, just like that. And you bob it up and down in the water and they hit it. But what I like to do is I like to add an extra piece to it, so it looks like there's 2 of them traveling in the water when it's going. It's pretty cool. And I've had good success with that, believe it or not. And then another thing, if you're going to use a bobber, this is bobbers that come with a lot of kits and stuff. But the thing is, these little wires on here, the hook to hook your line through, it has a lot of pressure on it, and if you snatch it, it will cut the line. So yeah, if that's all you got to use, maybe you want to use it, but I wouldn't recommend it. But what I do recommend is these little babies. Now this has a lead bottom in it right here, which keeps it upright. And you just pull this out. You put the line in this slit here, and then pull it to one side and put this back in to hold the line in place. And there's no pressure on it. it's up against styrofoam and it's nice and soft, and when you pull on it, it's going to come to you, and it's going to be nice. You're not going to cut your line with this. Speaking of line, I've always used monofilament, and this weekend I changed up and I got some strand for my caster, and I got 15 pounds, and there's 150 yards on this, and it's about $12. But man, this stuff comes off the reel. It goes shoo, you can cast twice as far with this, and I'm telling you, it just worked really good. There's only one downfall to it that I've found so far, is that these cutters right here they will not cut this line. These will not cut this line. So when you go to change a hook or lure or whatever you're going to rig up with, you got to have your old timer knife to cut this because those clippers just will not close good enough to cut it. So have your little pocket knife around to do that with. So let's go on. I tell you, the best thing in the state of Florida for lake fishing and for the St. Johns River has always been the great purple worm. The great purple worm. But did they bite that yesterday? No, sirree, Bob. They would not go after that. And you know what? We could see fish all around and stuff, but they would not go for that. So I got some other stuff here too. I got some yum, and they're nice looking. They're big and thick in the water, and you can see them good. But it evidently scared the fish away because they wouldn't bite that either. So all in all, one of my buddies that was with me fishing, he caught most of the fish. I didn't even catch one yesterday, but we did put fish in the boat. And you want to know what we used to put the fish in the boat with? This little popper right here. Now this is a little bit smaller than the one he was using, so if you can get one a little bit bigger, get the bigger ones. And the bass were tearing this up. It's a little popper. You put it in the water and you just let it sit there and you pop it. I'm going to show you on this video right here. You see that pop, pop, pop. Yep. So that's what we were catching the bass on yesterday. I say we, I meant people on the boat. Well, we tried several things, and we did get a couple nibbles. I got a real good hit on, I think it was the purple worm that I did get one bite on. And I mean, it was a good hit, solid hit. It would have probably been a 2 or 3 pound bass, but I didn't hook him. Did not hook him. If you're gonna use worms, you gotta have a couple of different sizes of slip shot to go in front of the worm to get it to go down, to get it to do that action like that. And it works pretty good, but you get you a couple of different weights because it depends on where you're fishing and how thick your line is and stuff like that. And then, like I said, I do have 2 different fishing poles. This is just a little old Shakespeare spinner rod. Very easy to use. You just push the button and blah blah blah. You know. And I've done pretty good, except for I broke the stupid thing. I broke it yesterday, but it split down the middle right here. Can you see that? Split right down the middle right there. So I've got another one of these. I'm going to take the tip off and put on this, and I'm good to go. I actually have 3 of these. And then my number 1 rod and reel is this one right here, and it's a South Bend rod and reel. And this is what I put that the nylon line on. It's not monofilament, and it don't twist. It goes on you real good like that right there. It lays down real good. And This is my favorite little go-to minnow. It's never let me down until yesterday. But, you know, things happen sometimes. So anyway, I hope this helps you out if you're going to go fishing on the St. Johns River or the lakes around Central Florida. This is the kind of stuff we use. And generally we do pretty good. And I'm going to show you right now a little bit of footage. We caught some fish. We videoed a manatee. There was a manatee that came to the boat, and he just stayed with us all day long. I mean, he was just under one side of the boat and then back under the boat. Could that have had an effect on the fish? I don't think so. And then we saw an alligator. I'll show you that. But anyway, let's get on with it. Show you what we caught. Show you the manatee. Show you the alligator. And then I'll be right back.
Ha ha ha!
There you go. There you go.
Oh, it's birthday boy caught fish.
I knew that well. That purple worm. That's all he's been catching them on. Oh, slow down there. There you go.
Yeah, we got a visitor from the manatee. Again, caught him a little fish. What do you need?
Oh, really? Yeah, you got your clippers out or anything? him out there in the water now.
Uh-huh.
Right at them logs, but y'all. Oh, yeah, what that is in the water.
Yeah, I see him. I got him.
Down that right side down there. Felt like it did the other day, Tom.
Yeah, sure is.
So I hope y'all enjoyed the trip with us up and down the St. Johns River and fishing the manatee and the alligator and all that stuff. Subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up. I'll have another video for you soon. You guys have a fantastic weekend and go do some fishing. Now you know what you need. Go pick it up, go do some fishing, have a good time. And I'll talk to you guys later.